A 50% chance of showers and thunderstorms, mostly cloudy, highs near 78 degrees, east winds around 10 miles per hour. And tonight, a 40% chance of showers and thunderstorms after 1 a.m. Then mostly cloudy, lows around 67 degrees, east winds 5 to 10 miles per hour.
Good morning, Facebook and YouTube.
There's a new style of fishing going around today, but it's not done with rods and reels or tackle. The rods and reels have been replaced with computers, and the tackle are now unsolicited emails. This is Kevin Britton at the Idabel National Bank. Never provide your personal information in response to an unsolicited request. No legitimate business or financial institution will ask you for information via an email. Helping your dreams
What's going on,
become
TJ
reality
Ferguson?
at the Idabel National Bank. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Fiber optics have replaced and are replacing the old broken cable lines in Idabel. This is bringing high-speed satellite quality television to your home and business in Idabel.
Let's get it.
The internet is lightning fast, and the television reception is amazing. And it includes Oklahoma City television stations. Visit the Pine office in Idabel for more information on the plans becoming available to all Idabel businesses and residents. The Pine office is on Southeast Washington in Idabel, right next door to the new Milano's.
Live from First Aid Bank Studios, good morning. I'm Oran Jackson. Here with Micah Frazier.
Good morning, McCurtain County.
It's 7 a.m. We're committing this time to reading some scripture. Today it's Psalms 34. It says, "The righteous cry out, and the Lord hears them. He delivers them from all their troubles. The Lord is close to the brokenhearted and saves those who are crushed in spirit." That was Psalms 34. This passage reminds us that God doesn't ignore our struggles. When we cry out, He hears us. When our hearts are heavy, He is close. It's a promise that no matter how overwhelming life feels, God draws near to the hurting and brings comfort and deliverance. That's today's word of encouragement. You're listening to Live on 259. I'm your host, Oran Jackson, my co-host, Micah Frazier.
I hope everybody is having a beautiful Tuesday morning today. Rise and shine. It's a little bit cloudy out there. Sun ain't popped out just yet, but it's beautiful and it's cool.
That's right. Coming up, we got Micah's Man Up about 7:45. We got song requests. That's 580-286-6642.
With that, our topic of the day is cover songs and their original country version. So if you know a cover song that you like better than the original, call in 286-6642 and let us know.
Next up, we got Travis Tritt. It's a great day to be alive.
Good morning, 96.7 KBEL. All right, what's up? Backwoods by Justin Moore. All right, we got you, bud. No problem.
Backwoods?
Yeah, Backwoods by Justin Moore. What we playing today, TJ Ferguson?
A bit of Mortal Kombat. Nice. Day to be alive. I know the sun's still shining when I close my eyes. Maybe just as good. Cover songs and their originals.
Mortal Kombat. Sub-Zero. Scorpion.
That's Travis Tritt with It's a Great Day to Be Alive. I know that's right. It's Tuesday morning. It's cool outside. I'm Warren Jackson here with Micah Frazier.
Good morning, everybody. How you doing today, Warren Jackson?
Doing fantastic. Thanks for asking. Here's your McCurtain County weather forecast. Brought to you by Pine Cellular. Coverage when it matters most. Today, a 50% chance of showers and thunderstorms. Then mostly cloudy, highs near 78 degrees. And for your overnight hours, a 40% chance of showers and thunderstorms after 1 a.m. Then mostly cloudy, lows around 67. Hot topic of the day is cover songs and their originals. We got some country covers. Tennessee Whiskey was originally made by David Allen Coe, 1975. And then George Jones, 1983. And the one that we all love and know is Chris Stapleton, 2015.
For me, originals are. It depends on the first one that I hear, which one I like,
True.
the most. But
which one was it for you, George Jones?
Yep.
Okay.
That was the first one. So it was hard for me to, it's not bad. It's not that it's, I don't like Chris Stapleton's version. I love his version. It's just, you get so used to hearing it one way, and then this way comes along. It's like, nah, I prefer that one. I didn't even know David Allen Coe till like 2 or 3 years later. I found out David Allen Coe was the original version. But I mean, you got like Dolly Parton, I Will Always Love You. And then, Whitney Houston covered that in 1992, and she blew it out the water. And I prefer Whitney Houston's version.
What song is that?
I Will Always Love You.
So we go to that next.
Like I love Dolly, but I mean it's Whitney Houston. So you can call in, let us know a song that was remade by an original country artist. And tell us why you like that version, whichever version it is. No judgment. But some songs, Simple Man by Shinedown remade Simple Man by Leonard Skinner. And it's one of the best remakes that I think. But here's Whitney Houston, I Will Always Love You. I always love you.
But she hit this. Oh yeah, she killed this one. Who's the original? Dolly Parton.
Dolly Parton. And it's just it's nothing wrong with Dolly's version. It was the preset to this version because it was the bones and the structure were there and it sounds good. But Whitney, you just elevated it. Boom. No love for Sub-Zero today?
Get over here. That's Scorpion, right? Or is
Yeah.
that? Yeah.
I got it.
Oh, yeah.
Nice Trail Boy song. That was the late and great Whitney Houston with the remake of I Will Always Love You by Dolly Parton in 1992. And she blew that out the water, let's be honest. Call in, let us know, 286-6642, an original or the cover version. Which version you love best of your favorite country songs? Here's Justin Moore, brought to you by a caller just full ago. Justin Moore with Backwoods here on 96.7 KBEL. It's the real good life in the backwoods. Preacher's daughter just getting hotter. Go back river on a dinner together. Splash.
Girls just wanna have fun. And we'll read a little by morning.
Good morning, Cassie Johnson.
What's up, Cassie?
We're talking about cover songs and their country originals, or a country artist that covered another artist's song. And which version do you like best?
I'm gonna play these commercials.
Okay.
Just wanna go live first. That's Justin Moore with the Backwoods. That's Backwoods.
Again, let us know if you like an original version or the cover version, whether your country artist, your favorite country artist. 66642.
Amarillo by Morning, originally made by Terry Stafford in 1973, and then George Strait did it better in 1982. And, yeah, we'll be right back after the O&N. Amarillo by Morning.
Flooding of streams and other low-lying and flood-prone areas. The Oklahoma Horse Racing Commission is about to be in the OSB.
How are y'all doing this fine Tuesday? We are doing awesome. How are you doing?
Former Commission Director John Chansey asked for an investigation before he resigned on Thursday. The agency oversees quarter-horse and thoroughbred racing in Oklahoma. Chansey told the online news outlet Non-Doc that he believes the commission has let itself become dominated by industry stakeholders. He had been director since 2020.
Doing better than we deserve, that's for sure.
State College in Midwest City is resolving its problems with Legionella, which is the bacteria that causes Legionnaire's disease. The bacteria was found inside several campus buildings. Cordell Jordan with Rose State Health News 4 to correct the problem.
We flushed all of the campus lines, including draining all water tanks, both inside all of our buildings and externally. And we also worked with the city of Midwest City to flush the fire hydrants.
Rose State is less than a mile from a senior living facility where a man died from Legionnaires earlier this month. Legionnaires is a form of pneumonia. College officials say students are not in danger. A man who said he was shot by a Del City police officer during a deadly shooting at a high school.
How are you doing this morning?
Years ago, is now suing the city of Del City, the Del City Police Chief, 2 Del City police officers, and the Tacoma Park School District. Cordell Carter died in that shooting. Demetrius Carter was injured. He is not related to Cordell. An Oklahoma County grand jury last year recommended no charges against the officer. I'm Jackie O'Brien.
These are real stories of audiologists and the people they helped. She was such an adorable 5-year-old.
I'm sorry, sir.
Baby was just a tiny 6-month-old. Nobody else had concerns.
What's with this baby? She's level.
Unaddressed hearing issues in babies can affect them for life. Her mom listened to her gut and brought her in to see me.
They assumed the reason was her dementia.
So I fed the little guy with a hearing aid. Mom was right. Her daughter couldn't hear high frequencies.
I found instead it was a profound hearing loss.
And after helping her, educationally she just took off. He's 5 and doing so well. Everyone has the right to communicate.
She's participating in life again. I
Are you or someone you know having difficulties with hearing piano? An ASHA certified audiologist can help. Visit us at asha.org/public.
Market fire is under
Just write some
investigation
down.
in Oklahoma
Seems
City.
interesting.
Blaze broke out Sunday night near Northwest 28th Street and Bay Avenue. No injuries were reported, but officials say the damage to parking.
Oh, wow. I'm sure about the cover song. I had a hit kid's leg yesterday. Almost took him to the hospital, so we are taking it super easy.
Ooh, sorry to hear that.
Cordea Carter died in that shooting. Demetrius Carter was injured. He is not related to Cordea. Demetrius Carter's attorney is Billy Clark.
One of the ones that I think is better, and a lot of people are not gonna like it.
Ooh.
Landslide by, used to be the Dixie Chicks, now they're just the Chicks. But, you know, Fleetwood Mac originally, and I like their version too, but I was probably like 10, 12 years old when the Dixie Chicks was, you know, got popping in that, their version. I liked their version.
Get ready, McCurtain County. The Free Fair is back September 2nd through the 6th, and you don't want to miss it. The Miss McCurtain County pageant is Tuesday night at 6:30. Catch the exciting livestock shows and take the family for games, food, and fun. Mark your calendars and make memories at the McCurtain County Free Fair, September 2nd through the 6th. That's 5 days of fun right here in McCurtain County. It's the McCurtain County Free Fair, the first weekend September.
So 59. That's right, that's right, that's right. Welcome to Live from 259. I'm your host, Oran Jackson, with Micah Frazier.
Good morning, everybody. Hope you're getting to work on time, getting the kids up. 7:23. We got Micah's Man Up coming up in about 22 minutes. So stay tuned. Right now, we're doing cover songs and their originals. Which version do you like best? Call in 286-6642. Till then, we got Morgan Wallen with 7 Summers here on 96.7 KBEL.
Bow, bow, bow.
That's what my chiropractor said about Cade's. That huge paragraph. I hate to hear that.
Shorty wrote a book. To a big white house.
Look up the song.
Yeah. On YouTube?
Yeah.
And I know
Blackstone Cherry Steak.
say you've been on a sixer with me.
You know, Florida Georgia Line's version, you know, I sell my soul just to feel better.
Yeah.
This is the original. And I love this version
Better?
better. It's they're like a southern rock band, but they weren't as known, so they, you know, gave them, you know, let them, because at the time Florida Georgia Line's like big.
Yeah.
So, you know, they pretty much made their money off of it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. My way anyway. But I wonder when. What's up, Drewski? Hope you're having an extravagant morning.
What's going on, Drew? Yeah, when Florida Georgia Line come out, dude, with that song, I did not like it because I loved this. It just got more passion.
You thought it
kinda
was
seemed like-
disrespectful.
Yeah, it was like sometimes country artists don't do the song justice. Like they just kind of phone it in. And this is a great song. But when you hear the passion and the way this guy sings the song,
Bet we playing it next.
mhm.
Bet. Oh, you want to talk about it? All right, then. I got you.
Drew Walford says, trying to wake up.
Wake up.
Today on Mike's Minute, we're talking about overshooting your goals. Aim high.
Shoulder. You talking about overshooting your goals?
Yeah,
Be an overachiever. You live one time.
exactly. Like, don't settle.
Never settle.
You know, you don't run to first base. You run through first base.
That's 7 Summers, Morgan Wallen. I'm Oran Jackson. Thank you so much for hanging out with us this morning.
I'm Micah Frazier. We're glad to be here on this beautiful Tuesday morning, 7:27. We got Mike's Man Up coming up in about 18 minutes here on 96.7 KBEL. And we're talking about cover songs and their originals. And I got one for you. It's one of my personal favorites from a Southern rock group called Blackstone Cherry that you may know a cover version of Florida Georgia Line called Stay. But this is the original, and I hope you like it. Here's Stay by Blackstone Cherry.
Hey.
Like the passion in his voice, dude. Like once I heard Florida Georgia Line, I was like, nah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Drew Robertson's got Jay and Laney in one ear and you guys in the other. Nice.
Who's better? Be honest. Who's better? Jay and Laney J live or the live on 259? What's up, Facebook Live? Thanks for tuning in this Tuesday morning.
Y'all got some originals or a cover version of country songs? Let us know your favorite ones.
Oh, yeah, they do it better.
Like to do this, like
I'm actually going to add this to the playlist. That's how good it is.
yeah, dude.
I'm adding this to the playlist.
Anything from them, dude, like from that album, this was the first album I listened to. It's Between the Devil and the Deep Blue Sea, I think, is the first album. Or not the first album. Yeah, I started listening to them at like 2011. And from then, I watched them in Dallas. So that is the GOAT, but you guys getting better every day. Nice, we'll take that.
Thank you so much, Drew. I'll take that.
Yeah, they got so many good songs, dude.
This song's a banger. They did this song like verbatim, like word for word.
Yeah.
It sounds like.
Yeah, I went and watched them down in Dallas in 2016.
Nice.
It was nice, dude.
2016, but that's prime. That was prime.
Yeah, like,
That was prime time.
and they still weren't. I think they're just now getting known, like on XM, because now they're doing like more rock. When at this time they were doing like little southern rock, Leonard Skinner type stuff, a little bit of rock, little country.
Jay playing on Q102?
Nah, I don't think so. He should. I just told Dad, you were sounding smooth. Nice.
Thank you, Drew. This song is so good.
Man, I'm telling you.
That was the original Stay by Blackstone Cherry.
Covered by Florida Georgia Line, which you may know, but I prefer this version. That's the first version I heard.
I never heard this version, and after listening to it, way better.
Love it. Love that. Let us know your version of cover songs or originals. 286-6642. Which one do you prefer better and why? No judgment. It's all right. We got Chris Stapleton redid. We talked about David Allan Coe, original Tennessee Whiskey. And then George Jones covered it. And now, the one and only Chris Stapleton with Tennessee Whiskey.
You said George Jones did it better?
I heard George Jones' version first.
Oh, okay.
So I like all of them.
Chris Stapleton's voice, dude, it's it's unique.
I like how he did his own. It's not the same. Because that's the deal, you get used to that old country. This is when I was listening to, trying to find the old country. And Drew Wolford says, does he air check you? I hated that.
Air check us. He's got his own show. And as long as we don't have dead air, I think we're good. Strawberry wine. This song is so good.
We used to have to tape our shows, and then our GM would go over it with us. Not yet. We tape our shows now. We figured out how to do all that stuff.
Yeah.
We're working on. We're probably working towards that. But he kind of just checks our lives here and there, and listens here and there. And like your love to get me high.
Let's talk about when you say nothing at all. We got Keith Whitley, first made it, Allison Cross, and then Ronan Keating. What's the version that we played? Ronan Keating?
Nah,
Keith Whitley?
Keith Whitley. You're a sweet strawberry wine. whiskey. Tennessee whiskey.
Seth Rogen says he'll smoke weed with his fans.
Tennessee whiskey. Tennessee whiskey. Tennessee whiskey. All right, that was Tennessee Whiskey by Chris Stapleton. The second cover of that song regarding David Allan Coe with the original and George Jones later on. Which version do you prefer? Let us know. You can call in 286-6642 or you can go on our Facebook or YouTube Live.
I'm a Chris Stapleton type of guy.
I like all of them. George Jones and David Allan Coe's version is pretty much the same. It's just different singers, pretty much. David Allan Coe plays the piano on his, I believe.
Ooh.
And so I like all of them for different reasons. You know, it really doesn't bother me which version. Some versions it does for some reason, but did you know that Alvin and the Chipmunks are a real band, like a real
Really?
signed? Because it's got Billy Ray Cyrus with Achy Breaky Heart, back in the 90s, and it says the cover was the Alvin and the Chipmunks. So they're really, did you know in the business, like all the commercials and stuff, they used to have the singing raisins for the Raisin Bran, or I think it was Raisin Bran. One of them cereals, they used to have like the singing raisins. They actually, there's ways to make it in music rather than being on mainstream radio. You can get like platinum albums or platinum songs and Grammys for doing commercials. And I did not know that. But apparently, like Alvin and the Chipmunks, they're pretty much like a record label artist. Did not know that. Johnny Cash's Folsom Prison Blues was covered in 2008 by Everlast, a blues rock band. Hank Williams' I'm So Lonesome I Could Cry was covered by Elvis Presley in 1973. I did not know that. That'd be interesting to hear. We got Glenn Campbell, Gentle on My Mind. Aretha Franklin covered that in 1969. Patsy Cline's Crazy was later covered by Linda Ronstadt in 1977. So that's just some of those. We got Micah's Man Up coming up in about 7 minutes. And we're going to talk about the next song, which is...
Yeah, so we have the song When You Say Nothing at All, originally made by Keith Whitley, 1988. And then Alison Krauss made it in 1995. And then Ronan Keating, 1999. And we're going to play the Keith Whitley version.
Yes. Before we do that, let me remind everybody, all right, it's football season has officially started. It's week 0 this week. All 3 teams will be playing. I believe Idabel and Vine are playing each other. But we got a surprise for you. Tomorrow at 7:30, we got Coach Richardson, which is the softball coach here in Idabel. And I believe he's going to bring a couple players in, and we're just going to do a little 5 to 10 minute interview with them. So stay tuned for that. If you got some nieces and nephews, daughters, cousins, whoever, we'll have them on at 7:30. And at 8:15 or 8:25 tomorrow, we will have the Valiant football coach and a couple of his players call in and just kind of give us an overview of what they got going on and what they look forward to doing. Thursday, we will have Broken Bow's head coach with a couple of his players called in at 8:15 and just kind of give us an overview of what they got going. And then Friday, we will have your one and only Idabel Warriors football. I believe the coach and some of the players will be coming in at 7:30 before school. So stay tuned for that. It's football season, y'all. We made it. Here's Keith Whitley with When You Say Nothing at All.
When you say nothing at all. Bro, we play the girl version. I think we play...
Oh, Leanne Rhymes?
Alison Krauss.
Oh, okay. There's another version
Bro.
With Leanne Rhymes. I thought. Maybe I'm
Maybe
thinking
we play all of
Alice
them. I think we play all of them. Because I've heard the girl and this version. But it's on here.
Okay, yeah, that is Alison Krauss I'm thinking of. I'm thinking of what song? I really thought Leanne Rimes did a cover of this song. It must be Alison Krauss then. Because I know Leanne Rimes, How Do I Live? And then Blue, maybe that's one I'm thinking. Blue. Singing Raisins were for Hardee's, and Carl's Jr.'s Cinnamon and Raisin Biscuits had their own video game. Really? Like, I remember, I think it was that movie, Straight Outta Compton, where, they were, record labels were just now approaching, NWA, and that's what they were talking about. He's like, hey, who have you recorded? And he said, the Singing Raisins. And they kind of laughed. He said, they went platinum last year. Like, they're a platinum artist. Like, so I didn't even know. And so there's different ways to get into, like, music, the music world. Collectible raisins in their kids' meals. Nice. We'll play some commercials.
Yeah.
Should I say overshooting? Can we say that on the right hand?
Overshooting?
Yeah.
I want to see why not.
Overshooting our goals.
Yeah, you can say that.
When you say nothing I'm gonna say overreaching. All right, that was When You Say Nothing at All by Keith Whitley, the original. And I did not know. I swore Leanne Rimes did a version of that, but I guess I'm thinking of Alison Krauss. We will be back with Micah's Man Up, talking about overreaching your goals after these commercials. 96.7 KBEL.
Bailey Lumber Company's been helping build this area for over 80 years. And Bailey's is better than ever. At Bailey Lumber Company, you'll find a 30,000 square foot showroom with everything from nuts and bolts and power tools to paint, electrical, plumbing, and flooring, and from the basics to the hard to find. Bailey Lumber Company is a 10-acre drive-through lumber yard with over 140,000 square feet under roof. Their lumber inventory has doubled over the years, and what you need under your roof, you'll find at Bailey's under theirs. Drive a little and save a lot to Bailey Lumber Company, 5 miles east of Rothenville on Highway 70 to Bailey's.
McCurtain County National Bank, locally owned and operated, serving the banking needs of McCurtain County since 1982. Internet banking, online bill pay, comparative rates, free checking, and 3 convenient locations. McCurtain County National Bank provides results through better services while giving you a greater value for your dollar. Visit mcnbonline.com for more on McCurtain County National Bank. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Get ready, McCurtain County. The free fair is back September 2nd through the 6th, and you don't want to miss it. The Miss McCurtain County pageant is Tuesday night at 6:30. Catch the exciting livestock shows and take the family for games, food, and fun. Mark your calendars and make memories at the McCurtain County Free Fair, September 2nd through the 6th.
Later on,
That's
let's talk
5 days
about
of fun.
McDonald's
right here
changing
in
their
McCurtain
prices,
County.
lowering their
The McCurtain County
prices.
Free Fair, the first week in September.
That's right, it's Tuesday morning, August 26th on Idabelle's First 96.7 KBEL. I'm Micah Frazier with Micah's Man Up here on this beautiful Tuesday. How are you doing today, Oran Jackson?
I'm doing fantastic, Micah. How are you today?
I'm doing great. I'm doing awesome. I hope y'all are out there too. Today, we're going to be talking about overreaching your goals. How about aiming high for your goals? Let's talk about it. What happens when you aim high and land even higher? Overshooting your goals, it's one of the best problems to have. Maybe you set a goal to save $500 at the end of the month, and you ended up with $700. Or you planned to work out 3 times a week, but crushed it with 5. That's called momentum, and it's worth celebrating. When we push ourselves, something powerful happens. We build confidence. The next goal doesn't feel so intimidating because you've proven you can do more than you thought. But here's the trick. Don't let overshooting make you complacent. Let it fuel your next move. You know, if you went up, you know, one of the deals now, you know, it's football season. All the kids should be primed by now. You know, the first day in full pads in the August heat, that first week, it was probably rough. My son come home, he went to sleep. I told him, I was like, just get through that first week. Get through that first week, your legs will be sore, tired all week. Your back's gonna be tired from holding the extra shoulder pads and the helmet, just that extra weight for all that time. But just make it through that week. Once you make it through that week, the rest of it, you're golden. Especially with the weather changing and stuff. Once it gets cool, you made it. So take that extra success and reinvent it. Save more money. Start planning for something bigger. When I was 18, fixing to graduate, I worked here at the casino, and at that time we were able to take our tips home. And at that time it was a minimum wage, $5.35. This is 2007, and the most I've ever had, you know, at that time working, I've worked, you know, for 2.5 years before this. The most I've ever had on me was like maybe $150. You know, I made like $130 a week at that time. And here, all of a sudden, I'm getting tipped because I talk, you know, y'all know me. I love to talk to people. I love just conversating. So I guess people like that. So they started coming to me. I was a floor cashier. I could walk around the people, you know, cashing out their tickets. You know, instead of them having to go to the booth, I could walk by, boom, and they'd wait for me. But anyway, I was sitting there, and that's how it started. Like, I've never had more than $150. So I was like, I want to save $300. And the tips just kept rolling in. Next thing I know, I hit $300. And then I was like, okay, let me see if I can save $500. And mind you, I was 18, fixing to graduate. I was spending money. I was going to the movies, going out to eat, driving to Texarkana because I could now, you know, shopping, buying clothes, all this stuff. But I still made that goal to save this much, and I surpassed it earlier than I thought. And it just kept going and going, you know, 700, 1,000. One day, and this is like within 3 months, like right about the time I'm graduating, I tell my dad I got $3,000 saved up as a kid in high school, fixing to graduate high school. And the look on him was like, you got $3,000? Like, yeah, like I've saved that much. Like, the goals of setting the bar higher than what you're used to. Don't hurt yourself by only doing what you know. Go for the most. Take that extra success and reinvest it. Save more money. Start planning for something bigger. Get fitter than expected. Push for a race, a hike, or a new challenge. Today's reminder is simple. Set the goal, then run past it. We talked about that before. We talked about that before. You don't run to first base. Anybody that's ever played baseball, softball, coaching, especially if you're coaching, you don't run to first base. You run through first base. So today's reminder, it's simple. Set the goal, run past it. You'll surprise yourself with what you're capable of. And when you do, celebrate, but keep climbing. Overshooting isn't about luck. It's about effort meeting belief. Let's see what you can overshoot this week. That has been your Micah's Man Up, and I hope you're going to take this week by the horns and drag it to the ground and own it because you deserve to. That is Micah's Man Up here on this beautiful Tuesday here on Idabelle's First 96.7. Get your calls in 286-6642. This is Jason Aldean with You Make It Easy. Good morning, Donut Crossing in Broken Bow. How we doing this fine morning? Appreciate it, Cassie.
I was there yesterday, and the girl that runs it, she gave me some chocolate donut holes for free.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. She's like, it's on the house. She's like, it's not every day a local celebrity comes in. They're awesome. Donut Crossing in Broken Bow, one of the nicest people you'll ever meet.
Yeah. Cass Johnson says, so true. Appreciate y'all tuning in. Have you thought of the song yet, Cassie? Bro, I'm a big dude and I've been too fat for some things. But have you seen that Desmond Watson? He got cut by the Bucks. He was too big. They wouldn't let him practice. He was too fat to practice in the NFL. That is big. A sport that prides itself on stature and bulkiness and being bigger than the other team, and you were too big.
How big was he?
He was like 468 pounds, 464, and he did lose like 30 pounds. But I'm thinking insurance-wise, they were like, we can't let him practice.
464?
Yeah.
How tall was he?
He was like 6 something, like 6'5", 6'6", something like that.
Oh, dude, it's a giant. And Sean said, quit lying to everybody, boy, you know we spent all that money at the casino.
Now, what happened was Uncle Sam come in, and we had to start turning our tips in. And the customers didn't like that because we had to share it. And it got to the point they were like, are you getting this or do you have to share it? And I was like, we got to share it. And so, boom, the tips stopped because here's the deal. I'm working 4 days a week. I make no less than $100 a night in tips. That was Jason Aldean. You Make It Easy, and we got some news for you. McDonald's talking about lowering their prices on some of the meals starting early September 2025. And we talked about that. Like, why should I go spend $15 pretty much at McDonald's for a burger and fries when I could go to somewhere and go sit down and eat and have a good meal with some chips and queso, free chips and queso. So as apparently the Big Mac, the quarter pounder with cheese, and the chicken nuggets, the McCrispy, and the Egg McMuffin are all getting slashed down in prices. McDonald's is bringing back the extra value meals, brand to package value driven combos, such as $5 sausage, egg, and cheese McGriddle combo, an $8 Big Mac and chicken nuggets combo. That's a $4 slash. Because the nugget, that's like $12 for all that now. Like how
That's
are you
crazy.
cutting $4? That just tells me you've been spiking the price, and now you done realize you got too greedy. But don't come after me, McDonald's. I'm just a local rating. But it says reason behind the shift: rising prices have hurt the chain's image as affordable in some locations. A combo meal topped $10, which has negatively impacted customer perception. Former viral examples like a nearly $18 Big Mac meal sparked backlash and prompted a strategic pivot. CEO Chris Kempczynski emphasized that the menu board significantly affects how customers view value, and McDonald's wants to restore the sense of affordability. So don't worry, in just a matter of days, you should be seeing those slash prices, because honestly, how they run business, we used to have dollar McDoubles when I was in high school.
The dollar menu?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
dollar.
I remember that.
And how that they lost money on that, but how that worked is they'll lose money on certain things, but they got everything priced a little bit higher, so you're not just getting McDoubles, you're getting fries and a drink with it. So boom, they're making a little bit of money. Their deal is to draw you in to get you more. The majority of the time, the McDoubles isn't going to fill up the adults. So the kids can get the McDoubles. The adult wants the double quarter pounder or the Big Mac meal. So it's just a draw to bring you in. That they need to bring that back. You know what? The fruit salad with the yogurt and the walnuts, I think they had that, because all it was apples and grapes. That used to be awesome. I'm mad they got rid of that. But we're talking about cover songs and their original versions of country songs. And we'll be right back with that after Midland with Drinking Problem. Get your calls in 286-6642. Let us know your favorite version of a country song or its cover version. Quit the line there, boy. You understand that? Nah, man. The well ran dry, man. It was a good 3 or 4 months. They started that I think August. So I had a good summer. So why not set the bar higher? Why not? Great point. How about that? But I Googled them. What about Life's a Highway? Yeah. How about that? What happened was, how about that? Was it me, Shaggy?
Give me 5 Happy Meals because I'm happy.
Sinbad.
Dude, they had like a baking clubhouse, I think it was called, like back in the day. Back in the day.
It used to be so good. Like, it used to be affordable. I remember a double quarter pounder meal in high school was $5.25 when it just went over $5. Because you could take a $5 bill and you could get a full grown man's meal. And then all I had was $5. They was like, it's $5.25 now. I was like, what the heck? All I got is $5. And they was like, you know what? I'll get it to you. Just, it's only a quarter. But yeah.
Shoot, the 4 for $4. Dude, that was the
Really? That was good.
That was a good deal.
We spent on all those $5 movies.
Yo, you remember Redbox?
Yeah.
Dude, I hit Redbox up so much.
Once Redbox come out, They used to have that video land in Rocanville, and then it was movie gallery. And once Redbox come out, they knew their days were numbered. Because, the whole deal with the movie gallery, was, if you didn't turn the movie in and whatever, it was a $10 fee per DVD. So if you had 3 DVDs, that's $30 that you got to pay now. When Redbox is just another $1 a day. You keep it extra days, it's just another $1. Cool.
And you can return it to like any Redbox.
Yeah. We're gonna have to talk about the good old days. Man, we'll do that Thursday. Throwback Thursday. Good morning, Kevin Frazier. Good morning, Unc. RK Autoplantaby. It's football season. We made it. Be kind, rewind. Yeah. See, back in the day, you got charged a fee if you didn't rewind the videotapes. Like the video, before DVDs, we had videotapes in the 90s and stuff. And they always had these stickers, be kind, rewind. Because it took 5 minutes to rewind a videotape. Some people wouldn't rewind it.
That was Midland by Drinking Problem. I'm Oran Jackson. Thank you so much for hanging out with us this morning.
It is 8:02. We hope you got to work on time. We enjoy you listening to us and our gibberish. We appreciate you. Can I get a song look up? Let me get Landslide by the Chicks. This was the version I heard first. And it just reminds me of me and my dad riding around in Three Rivers territory, just looking around, just scouting turkey and deer, just whatever. But just after school, he comes home after work. And he's like, "You gonna go ride around, look for turkey? Or you gonna go ride around, look for deer?" Yeah. But mind you, I'd fall asleep because that riding around in the woods just puts me at peace. And I would just fall asleep. But I just remember this song being on the radio. So here's the Chicks, formerly the Dixie Chicks, with Landslide. Yeah, so the tapes, they would take like maybe even, it felt like 10 minutes, might only been 5 minutes, but you had to rewind it. And if you didn't, they would charge you a fee. And so the next time you come in, if you didn't rewind any of the videotapes, you had 5 of them, there's $30 you got to pay before you can rent anything else. So like Fleetwood Mac's version is kind of more slower.
The Chicks.
I'm tired of the political correctness. It's the Dixie Chicks. And it's Lady Antebellum, not Lady A. I'm so tired of people not wanting to offend somebody. There should be a point. Like, we did not make this name to be offensive.
Dixie Chicks?
Yeah,
How's
because
that offensive?
Dixie is what they call the lower region, the South, pretty much.
Wow.
And that's offensive nowadays because it goes back to slavery and all that stuff.
What about
But
the little
it's-
Dixie?
Yeah, that's why they changed the lift. They cut.
Oh, they changed that?
Yeah, that's why you see
Hey, I didn't even know
that
that.
say lift. It's no longer
Okay.
Little Dixie Transit no more. It's
Wow.
lift. But it's like
That's crazy.
it's not like they made the name out of spite.
Yeah.
It's just people in northern states and stuff don't really get, and we don't, we're not going to see eye to eye on stuff, but it's just what we've known. I see everybody, the Cracker Barrel thing. Everybody's like, well, the Red Hats, they're, freaking out about this. It's not really that. It's, we remember the old time country houses, grandma's old house, to, the rocking chairs, just the old time settings. It's not really about politics or anything. It's like, that's what we went there for. It was never the food. The food was decent, but I've never once looked over other restaurants strictly to go to Cracker Barrel.
Their sign was so unique too.
Yeah, like it was. Now it's just bland. Cassie Johnson says, "I hate that Lady A, that title." Yeah, like they've been Lady Antebellum all this time.
What's wrong with Antebellum?
Apparently that same thing is like Dick's, like it's just an old name that it's no longer, it's offensive or whatever, and I'm just tired of it. I am just tired of people being offended.
Me too, man.
All right, that was the Dixie Chicks with Landslide. One of my original, it's not the original, it's Fleetwood Mac did the original, and I like both versions, but that's the version I heard first when I was a kid. Let us know, call in 286-6642, your favorite original or cover version of whatever song. Till then, here's Tyler Childress with All Yourn. You're 96.7 KBEL.
My bad, bro.
Are you good? I just keep forgetting to say that. And so the next time I'm like, make sure you say the name.
Like memories of the miles we shared between. Place you learn to say your prayers, the place I took to rain. Floating in and breaking down the road dark door to drain. Long before we ever met, I made up my direction. Long before I knew the half of how I'm sure of now. Though I'd say it ain't the way that you went on about it. Follow me and lead me on and never let me down. I'll love you till my love's devout. I ain't lying. I'm all yours. You're all mine. There ain't two ways around it. There ain't no trying about it.
So it says in June 2020, amid nationwide protest following George Floyd's death, the band recognized that the term antebellum also evokes the historical period in the southern United States before the Civil War, an era deeply tied to slavery. They stated that while they intended the original name as a nod to musical influences, they were now regretful and embarrassed for not considering its connection to a violent, oppressive legacy. Like, bro, nobody even thought about that. Like, honestly, Lady Antebellum wasn't even that big in 2020. Like, that was more like 2012, because they're the one that sings the When I Die Young. Ain't that them? That come out, that was like their biggest hit, but it was 15 years ago. Like, nobody was even thinking about that in 2020. It kind of seems like one of the PR. We better get ahead of this before they come after us. You did nothing wrong. You didn't mean anything by that name. They said they chose the name because of the antebellum style houses where they photographed the start of their career. And it's intended to highlight their musical roots in southern genres, rock, blues, R&B, gospel, and country. That's all you got to say. You don't have to change your own name. I think that was all PR. with everything that was going on, somebody was like, hey, we need to change our name. Change your name because eventually they're going to come after us. They could. So let's get ahead of it. That's the whole deal with PR, is they like to be ahead of it. If something these record labels and stuff, they need to know if you got a drug problem so they can hide it. They need to know if you're cheating on your wife so they can hide it, so they can bury that before it comes out in the media. That's their job. That was Tyler Childers with All Yourn here on 96.7 KBEL. We got your national days, notable birthdays, and memorable events coming up in about 9 minutes. So stay tuned here on 96.7 KBEL. We got Indian Outlaw by Tim McGraw.
Cherokee and Choctaw, my name she's a Chippewa, she's a one of a kind.
We can ride my pony double. National Women's Equality Day today. All right, that was Indian Outlaw by Tim McGraw here on 96.7 KBEL. And we're talking about cover songs and their originals. And I did not know that Miranda Lambert and Sheryl Crow did a feature, looks like, with Loretta Lynn with Coal Miner's Daughter. And I think that deserves a listen. That's one of my mom's favorite songs. So here we go. Loretta Lynn, Miranda Lambert, and Sheryl Crow with Coal Miner's Daughter here. 96.7 KBEL. Get your calls in now. Patricia, be good. if you want to look up something for Melissa McCarthy on the deal, it's her birthday.
Oh yeah, I had some for that.
And Macaulay Culkin.
They shot both of those. You said Melissa?
Melissa McCarthy. Played Tammy. Cassie Johnson says, how about that? How about what?
You got a National Dog Day?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a funny stand up.
So we'll stop at.
On this day in 1968, the Beatles released Hey Jude. You got that one?
No, we can do that. No.
Yeah.
So we'll stop at National Dog Day. Because I think that's the first one I'm going to read. And then Melissa McCarthy.
I'm playing commercials, so we go into it.
Okay. And Holy Cool.
You said Macaulay Culkin?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I got it.
Home Alone.
Yeah.
All right, that was Loretta Lynn, Miranda Lambert, and I believe Sheryl Crow with Coal Miner's Daughter. That was pretty awesome. That's the first time I heard that. We will be back with your national days, notable birthdays, and memorable events after these commercials. Stay tuned. You're 96.7 KBEL.
When it comes to your final arrangements, shouldn't you make the decisions? The arrangements you make will reflect your exact wishes and desires. Pre-arranging your own service will help to ease the burden of your loved ones. It will also alleviate any questions, problems, or differences which can occur among family members. Call Clarity Funeral Services today to learn more about pre-arrangements. 286-4449. 286-4449. Owned and operated by Kelly Clarity. Clarity Funeral Services.
Choctaw Electric Cooperative offers customized school tours for all ages. If you have a summer school class, daycare class, or even a birthday party, let CEC give you a tour of the facility, pole climbing and bucket truck demonstrations, and explain the importance of energy and how to be safe around electricity. Give them a call today, 1-800-780-6486. Tours are free, and Choctaw Electric looks forward to seeing you. Choctaw Electric Cooperative, keeping members and communities connected for 85 years.
Looking for a place where comfort meets affordability? Briarcliff Apartments in Idabel offers spacious 1, 2, and 3
Bedroom homes with
modern amenities like air conditioning, oversized closets,
And high-speed fiber optics.
with heat and water included, plus a playground for the kids. Briarcliff is designed for easy living. Located at 901 Southwest Van Buren Street, where rents are based on your income. Get the perfect fit for your budget. So call 580-286-6488 today, or visit briarcliffapartments.net to schedule your tour. Briarcliff Apartments, living made easy.
All right, it is time Here we're live on Idabel's First, 96.7 KBEL, live on 259 with Oran Jackson and Micah Frazier. It's time for your national days, notable birthdays, and memorable events. Today is August 26th, and it's National Dog Day. Yeah, that's right. It's National Dog Day. August 26th encourages dog ownership of all breeds while seeking a new companion. Be sure to consider the mutts, mixes, purebreds, and everything in between. It's also National Got Checked Day. Creates a call to action, providing a friendly reminder and asking a simple question. Got checked? Be inspired when you answer yes. And I looked that up, and that is just a routine breast cancer screening to save lives. However, it is important to begin breast chest health much earlier in life. Planting a seed of prevention young establishes breast chest health building blocks to last a lifetime. While it starts with a gradual routine in youth, anyone can continue the routine throughout adulthood. So it's pretty much a got checked for breast cancer. So, because I had to look that up because it just says got checked day and it's a little vague. National Web Mistress Day. Now hold on now. Not that, it's not what you think. It's not what I thought. You hear mistress and that kind of get vibes on that. National Web Mistress Day on August 26th recognizes women in web development. A web mistress is a woman who designs, develops, markets, and maintains websites. The term has existed since the 1990s. In June of 1995, the term officially entered technology's lexicon. And it's National Women's Equality Day. Every year on August 26th, we commemorate this right with National Women's Equality Day. The United States Congress passed the 19th Amendment to the Constitution, granting women full and equal rights on this day in 1920. Go, girl! National Cherry Popsicle Day. Each summer on August 26th, popsicle lovers across the United States enjoy celebrating National Cherry Popsicle Day. One of my favorites. Your notable birthdays for August 26th. Lee D. Forrest, 1873, inventor of the audition tube, enabling the development of the electronic oscillator, which led to radio broadcasting and long-distance telephone lines. We thank you. Zona Gale, 1874, novelist who became the first woman to win the Pulitzer Prize for drama. Margaret Utinsky, 1900, nurse and recipient of the Medal of Freedom in 1946 for her work to provide medicine, food, and other items to aid Allied POWs in the Philippines during World War II. Katherine Johnson, 1918, physicist and mathematician of orbital mechanics for NASA, who helped with the first and more after spaceflight. Brant Parker, 1920, co-creator of the Wizard of Ide comic strip. Naomi Parker Fraley, 1921, World War II assembly line worker who is said to have inspired the Rosie the Riveter poster. Jay Pritzker, 1922, co-founder of Hyatt Hotels. We thank you. Robert Vickery, 1926, painter who specialized in ancient medium of egg tempera, use of pigments, water, and egg to create paintings. Hey, back in like 5th grade, I remember our teacher doing that. Egg painting is what she called it. This is a simpler time back then. Valerie Simpson, 1946, singer and songwriter and half of the musical duo Ashford and Simpson. And Melissa McCarthy, 1970, contemporary actress and comedian from Mike and Molly, Bridesmaids, Tammy, and Identity Thief. That was Heat, I believe, with Sandra Bullock. One of my favorite movies. Pretty awesome. And then we have the one and only Macaulay Culkin, 1980. That's right, 1980. Macaulay Culkin, a child star best known for his role as Kevin in Home Alone, Home Alone 2, and My Girl. He cannot see without his glasses. If you know, you know. Next up, your memorable events for August 26th. 1843, Charles Thurber patents his version of a typewriter. 1873, Susan Blow starts the first free kindergarten in the U.S. 1907, Harry Houdini escapes from chains underwater in 57 seconds. 1920, the 19th Amendment is certified, giving women the right to vote. 1939, the first MLB game between the Cincinnati Reds and Brooklyn Dodgers is broadcast on TV station W2XBS. 1973, a 10-year-old Mary Baltano becomes the first woman to win 6 8-mile deep sea races, beating 1,500 runners. 2009, kidnapping victim J.C. Dugard is discovered alive in California after being missing for over 18 years. Wow. And in 2019, the Environmental Organization of Earth Alliance and Leonardo DiCaprio donates $5 million to fighting fires in the Amazon. How thoughtful. That has been your memorable events, notable birthdays, and national days for August 26th. I'm Micah Frazier with Oran Jackson, and stay tuned for trading lines coming up in a couple of minutes here on Out of Those First, 96.7 KBEL.
Companies that helped to build this area for over 80 years. And right, this is bigger and better than yours. The Bailey Lumber Company will fund a 30,000 square foot showroom with everything.
Cassie Johnson says, great show. See you tomorrow. All right, Cassie, we getting out of here too.
Peace.
Appreciate it. Appreciate the love from everybody. See you tomorrow.